Have you ever been torn between loving your child and choosing to heal your own heart? The day my daughter asked me to go back to her father, I never imagined this would be the hardest part of my divorce. Not the paperwork, not the lawyers, not even the nights when the silence felt so loud it echoed in my chest. It was my daughter. After the divorce, it became just the two of us. A small apartment with white walls that still felt unfamiliar. I tried to make it feel like home, new curtains, warm meals, soft music in the evenings. I told myself that if I stayed strong, she would feel safe. But children notice everything adults try to hide. One evening, while I was folding laundry in the living room, she sat quietly on the couch, hugging her knees. She wasn't watching TV. She was watching me. "Mom," she said softly, "are you going to marry another man?" Her voice was careful, like she was afraid of the answer. I hesitated. "I don't know yet," I replied. "Maybe one day." Her eyes widened immediately. "I don't want that," she said quickly. I tried to smile. "Why not?" She swallowed hard. "Because I want you to go back to my dad." Those words hit me harder than the divorce ever did. I slowly sat down, my hands trembling. "Sweetheart, your father and I couldn't make it work." "But families don't just end," she said, her voice rising. "You're supposed to fix it." I wanted to explain everything, the arguments, the loneliness, the way I slowly disappeared inside that marriage. But how do you explain emotional pain to a child who only understands loss? "He's my dad," she continued, "and you're my mom. I don't want another man in our house. I don't want to call anyone else family." That night, after she went to bed, I sat on the edge of my mattress and cried quietly. Not because I missed my ex-husband, but because my child believed my happiness was the reason her world broke. Days turned into weeks. Any time I mentioned the future, she shut down. If I dressed nicely, she asked where I was going. If my phone rang, she listened closely. I realized she was guarding me, afraid that someone new would take her place. One afternoon, while we were walking home from school, she asked suddenly, "Mom, were you happy with Dad?" I stopped walking. "No," I said gently. "But you laughed," she replied. "Yes," I told her, "because sometimes adults smile so children won't see them hurting." She kicked a stone on the sidewalk. "So, if you marry again, will you leave me?" My heart broke all over again. I knelt in front of her and held her hands. "Never. I could love someone else, but I will always choose you." That night, she crawled into my bed and whispered, "I just don't want to lose my family." I kissed her forehead and said the truth I had been avoiding. "Sometimes," I told her, "family doesn't look the same forever, but love stays." She didn't answer. She just held my arm until she fell asleep. And lying there in the dark, I understood something clearly. My daughter wasn't asking me to go back to her father because she wanted that marriage. She was asking because she wanted stability. She was scared of change. She was scared of losing me. Healing doesn't come all at once, especially when a child is involved. And choosing yourself doesn't mean abandoning your child. Sometimes it means teaching them that love should never feel like pain, and that starting over is not failure. It is strength.